Good morning. This morning we are completing chapter 5 of Angels, Demons, and Gods of the New Millennium. That chapter is called Passing the Pylons. And this will be, I believe, the third reading of this chapter. If you have the time and you haven't before, I urge you to scroll down my page a little bit and listen to the first two parts of this chapter, Passing the Pylons. It's about initiation in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And the initiatory key that theoretically may unlock the secret to maintaining the consciousness of the continuity of one's own existence. In other words, overcoming death. So this is the little final installment this morning. And tomorrow we'll pick up with my chapter on one of my favorite characters in history, Hypatia. But today, being dead is just like being alive, except when you close your eyes, it's light. And I begin with excerpts from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Chapter for repelling a crocodile which comes to take away a spirit's magic from him in the god's domain. The Great One has fallen on his side, but the Aeneid have pulled him together. I come, my soul speaks with my Father, and I have this Great One from those 8 crocodiles. I know them by their names and their lives, and I save my Father from them. Get back, you crocodile of the West, who lives in the unwearying stars. Detestation of you is in my belly, for I have absorbed the power of Osiris, and I am Seth. Get back, you crocodile of the West. The now snake is in my belly, and I have not given myself to you. Your flame will not come on me. Get back, you crocodile of the East, who lives on those who are mutilated. Detestation of you is in my belly, and I have gone away, for I am Osiris. Get back, you crocodile of the East. The now snake is in my belly, and I have not given myself to you. Your flame will not be on me. Get back, you crocodile of the South, living on feces, smoke, and want. Detestation of you is in my belly, and my blood is not on your hand, for I am supped. Get back, you crocodile of the South. I will erase you, for I have become bebet herb, and I have not given myself to you. Get back, you crocodile of the North, living on which is in the midst of the stars. Detestation of you is in my belly. Your poison is in my head. I am Atum. Get back, you crocodile of the North. A scorpion is in my belly, and I will not give it birth. I am one whose eyes are green. What exists in my grasp, what does not exist, is in my belly. I am clad and equipped with your magic. O Re, even this which is above me and below me. I am exalted. My throat is wide open in the house of my Father, the Great One. He has given to me your beautiful West, which destroys the living strong. It is its Lord, who daily is weary in it. My vision is cleared. My heart is in its proper place. My Uraeus is with me every day. I am Re, who himself protects himself, and nothing can harm me. In the Book of the Dead, the deceased cannot skip the pylons and ordeals and cut straight to the boat ride. At each step of the way, the candidate must prove to the executors of the powers and energies of that unique quadrant that he or she knows the score. More importantly, at each step of the way, the candidate must convince the candidate that he or she knows the score. Besides the fact that it bears a striking resemblance to a modern banishing ritual, the above chapter reveals that the deceased maintains a perpetual monologue of self-affirmations. It is though he or she must keep talking in order to maintain the focus necessary to avoid drifting astray in the afterlife. Could all this concentrated chatter be the central secret to overcoming death? After all, our consciousness of existence is all that is holding our individuality together. Perhaps if we could master a technique that would enable us to perpetuate our consciousness along each step of the post-mortem trail, we could maintain the equipment necessary to actually experience the bliss of our full spiritual destiny. Without such a technique, the individual consciousness unit will disintegrate and dissolve into the universal energy matrix, a soul eaten by Amit. Just look to the links the Book of the Dead goes to bolster the deceased's confidence and keep his or her mind minutely focused on the matter at hand. Come and enter by this door of the hall of justice, for you know us. We will not let you enter by us, say the doorposts of this door, unless you tell us our name. Plummet of Truth is your name. I will not let you enter by me, says the right-hand leaf of this door, unless you tell me my name. Scale pan, which weighs truth, is your name. I will not let you enter by me, says the left-hand leaf of this door, unless you tell me my name. Scale pan of wine is your name. I will not let you pass me, says the floor of this door, unless you tell me my name. Rumpelstiltskin. No, it doesn't say Rumpel. You get the picture. This exchange goes on with the door bolt, the hasp, the cross timbers, and the door itself. Once in the hall of the deceased, once in the hall, the deceased then goes through the same drill with the floor of the hall and a score of other pieces of furniture and body parts. One can almost hear the priest of Osiris giving a pep talk to the newly deceased. Attaboy, Annie, don't stop thinking. Just keep pretending. Pretend they ask, pretend you answer. Pretend they ask, pretend you answer. Stay concentrated. Keep up the flow of pretending. Don't give them time to throw you off guard. Don't give them time to ask you anything you can't answer. Keep it moving. There's another one. Tell him his name. Tell him what color his socks are. Tell him the name of his socks. Announce you have the right to pass. Never mind what he looks like. You're cool. Keep moving. Don't be distracted. Keep focus. Focus yourself through the planes until you hit the mark. Ever since childhood, I have experienced dreams of flying. I now consider these experiences to be a variety of astral projection. And I've developed my nocturnal flying skills to such a degree that under the right circumstances I can pop out quite easily. In my early years, however, each flight ended in exactly the same way. I would be sailing along quite blissfully, fully intending to go somewhere. Then I would realize I was flying, and I'd ask myself, how the hell am I doing this? Once the element of doubt entered the equation, I tumbled like Icarus. Over the years, I've talked to so many people who've had exactly the same experience that I've concluded it's a universal psychic occurrence. Now, if a little bit of concentration and practice enables us to remain airborne in dreams, could not the same skills be honed to propel us toward a supreme goal in the precious, magical moments of early death consciousness? Is this why those who do not possess this skill, and I'm going to quote Homer, will not have the same lot as the initiate once they are dead and dwell in the mold where the sun goes down? And I end with a section of the Book of the Dead. Hathor, Lady of the West, she of the West, Lady of the Sacred Land, Eye of Re, which is on his forehead, kindly of countenance in the bark of millions of years, a resting place for him who has done right within the boat of the blessed, who built the great bark of Osiris in order to cross the water of truth. And that's the end of chapter 5, Passing the Pylons. Tomorrow we'll pick up our chapter on Hypatia, chapter 6, Devil Be My God. As I mentioned earlier, this chapter was in 3 parts in my morning readings. I encourage you, if you liked any of them, to review them all and play them in order. I especially like this chapter. So, until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.